Hello, my crafty friends. I hope you're having a fabulous day today. My name is Robyn Pitts with Sir Chauncey Rocco Creative Designs. If you're new to my channel, please take a moment to hit that red subscribe button and the little bell so that you will always be notified when I upload a new video. Today, I have a fun design team project that I've created for ASC Craft Supplies. I made this adorable dresser using a digital file from SVGCUTS. Before we take a closer look at the dresser, let me show you the paper collection that I used. I used the Minté Day by Day collection. This is the 6x6 pad. However, to create the dresser, I did use the 12x12. This collection is available at ASC Craft Supplies. They have 2 retail locations, one on the web and also an Etsy store. Please feel free to use my coupon code ROBYN10, that's in all capital letters, to receive a 10% discount upon checkout. This dresser is 6 inches wide by 6 inches tall, and the depth is 3 1/4 inches. On the top, included in your file, you receive this beautiful paper lace doily. I have outlined the box in this beautiful rhinestone. On the front, we have these beautiful knobs. I've created these using black resin roses, and I've glued pearls to the center of them. Each of these drawers are functional. There's a little thumb hole here on the top, and I can just pull this out. As you can see, there is ample space to store fun goodies. I just have a little heart rosette. And you have this second drawer here, which also has a heart rosette. This is what the side looks like. And the back. I love this image from the paper collection. And I used more of the rhinestone trim on the back and the other side. And let me show you the bottom. These are what the feet look like. They look very retro. I created this dresser because I wanted to have a fun pedestal to rest my vintage telephone gift box on. Let me show you what I mean. This is the vintage telephone gift box that I've created in a previous video, and I'll be sure to include a link to the tutorial. As you can see, this vintage telephone gift box is a perfect complement to this dresser. The telephone base is slightly larger than the dresser. However, this is quite sturdy and it's not going anywhere. For added stability, you could glue the telephone box onto the dresser, and you'll still have the additional storage on the top of the telephone as well as in the drawers. Now that I've given you an overview of both the dresser and the telephone, I'm going to grab my materials so that we can make one together. I'll be right back. I've gathered the materials to make our 2-drawer dresser. We are using a digital file by SVGCUTS from their Call Me Later collection. The first thing that we're going to do is to make a drawer insert, and I have already gone ahead and assembled one offline. To make the second drawer, you will have 4 pieces. One piece that will look like this, a piece that looks like this, and then you'll have 2 pieces like this. They look the same, however, one is just slightly taller than the other. So what we're going to do is assemble these 2 pieces. Each of them have a tab, and I've already gone ahead and folded along the score line. So we're going to put a little bit of glue here. You want to attach this right up to the score line. And use your bone folder to make sure there's a nice strong adhesion. And then we're going to attach the other side. Then you're going to open up the box, and we're going to put glue on all of these 4 tabs, and we're going to fold them in just like so. Now that we have the box completed, you want to fold it over, and we're going to put glue on these 4 tabs, and we're going to take the longer piece and glue it down just like so, and it should be a perfect fit. Then you want to take the last remaining piece and you're going to glue that inside just like so. Now we have our 2 completed boxes, so we can set this aside and then we will start to work on the dresser component. These are the pieces to make the dresser. You will have a piece that looks like this with the opening. This is where the drawers that we just created will slide into. This is the back. You'll have 2 pieces that look like this that have the larger flaps on the top and bottom. You'll also have 2 pieces that look like this that have a slightly smaller flap on either side. You'll have 4 pieces that look like this. These are the feet that go on the bottom of the dresser. And then you'll have 2 pieces which are the exact same size that will go on the top and bottom of the drawer. So the first thing we want to do is attach these 2 pieces together. I've already gone ahead and folded along the score lines, and we're going to put our glue right on this tab here. I'm going to make sure the score lines are lined evenly. Then we're going to flip this over, and we want to grab one piece that has the large flap and one piece that has the smaller flap on the top and bottom. And we are going to glue these together. But instead of gluing them with the tab on the inside, we're going to glue it with the tab on the outside. These are going to be the casings that the drawer will slide into. So let's set this aside. I'll flip this over. Put glue on this tab here. Line this right up to the score line. And I'm doing it on the opposite side because it's easier for me to see. Then we're going to close up this piece and we're going to glue this tab on the outside, just like so. So I'm going to set this aside and then I'm going to repeat this process for the other casing. Okay, so now we have our casings. What we want to do is take these tabs on the top and we actually want to fold them out, just like so. Thinner tabs may be a bit more difficult to fold out, so just be gentle with it. Okay, and you want to do that on the top and the bottom. Okay, so now you want to bring this piece back and we are going to take one of the sleeves. We're going to glue this down. So you want to make sure that the wider flap is glued on the top and these thin flaps will be glued towards this center area here. Okay, so I'm going to turn this over and this is going to be glued down just like so. So you want to make sure you're looking over it so you can make sure that it's properly lined up, and you're going to do the same thing for the second drawer. So I'm going to line this up, and then once I have it centered, I'm going to attach the tabs. Okay, and then I'm going to do the same thing on the bottom. This thin strip should go right here and it will overlap with the top flap. Again, you want to look over it just like we're looking now. Make sure the boxes are lined up. Okay, so you want to make sure the tabs are secure all around. Now that we have the sleeves in place, I've gone ahead and added glue on the panels. What we want to do is also put glue on this side tab, and we're going to fold this over. I'm going to make sure you smooth this out, and then we're going to take this tab and we're going to glue it in place. I'm going to take my bone folder. Now what we're going to do is fold these tabs over, and we're going to take one of the panels, we're going to glue it onto the top, and we're going to do the same thing on the bottom. Now that we have our dresser assembled, let's set this aside and work on the feet. You will have 4 pieces that look like this. I've already gone ahead and assembled 3 of the feet. The first thing you want to do is fold along all of the score lines. We're going to take this little tab here, we're going to glue it together just like so. Glue that together. Then on the bottom, we're going to fold down these tabs and put a little glue on each of them and fold down the top tab, making sure that everything lines up and it's nice and square. If you need to, you can just put your finger inside and just press against it. Then you want to turn it over, fold the tabs down, put glue, and then fold the top down. And there is our finished leg. And now what we want to do is figure out which side you want to be the top. And we're going to glue these down. I have them in maybe about 1/4 of an inch from the back and the sides. You want to make sure that you glue the wider part down. And then we can turn it over and then slide our drawers in like so. Now that we have our dresser assembled, we need to put the decorative layers on. So we have panels that go on the front of each of the drawers, on the top, the side, and the back. So I'm going to attach those and then I'll be back with the final project reveal. This is the finished dresser that I've created, and on the top we have this beautiful black lace paper doily. I've created the buttons using black resin flowers with pearls. So this is one example. In the second example, I have blinged out the dresser drawer with rhinestones, and I've included the vintage telephone gift box that I've created in the previous video. As you can see, both of them make a lovely presentation. This concludes my review of my dresser drawers. Hopefully I've given you some fun and creative ideas. If you like this video, please take a moment to give me a thumbs up and don't forget to leave a comment. Thank you so much for joining me, and I look forward to seeing you on my next video. Bye for now, and happy crafting.